Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys! One day we should like time how long we do that for.
Let's do it now.
No. We are running behind. We are behind schedule. Behind schedule. But, did you guys say boo? Yeah, boo yourself. Anyways, how's everyone?
Great.
Wow.
What kind of response?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We forgot our names.
But like, my thing is, how are you? How are you? We're gonna do welcome back. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
I'm great.
Wow.
I think. I hope.
Well, said I think.
I want to be.
That's right. By God's grace.
Amen. Only.
And that's on that. But yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay. Sorry to bring it back down.
Okay.
It's okay.
You know that one thing is just like coming off your period and like life is just only starting to make sense again. Like, but it wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, does life make sense like every day?
Okay.
So let's not go there.
I'm okay.
No. Is everything okay?
Is everything alright?
I'm better now. I'm with you guys.
Wow. Isn't that
Instead of us to say,
wow. It's the same
sarcasm.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay.
Yeah, because wow. Anyways, welcome back to Just the Three of Us with Tommy,
Toyin,
and Courtney.
Wow. You know, if you ever met a group of people who congratulate themselves for doing nothing,
bare minimum.
But if they know how hard that used to be.
Oh, almost hot. Okay, so today.
I think we need to trademark that.
No, we
Has
don't.
someone already trademarked it?
Literally
People
cannot.
have been today.
Really?
We can't
Yeah, for
trademark.
sure.
Not that word.
Not the word,
but the phrase.
the way we say it.
Oh, I don't know if that's possible.
I feel like Tommy always says it. Like, I don't think me or you have ever said it before.
What do you mean today?
Today.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you guys say it all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
I've said it
for
many
sure.
times.
Oh.
For sure. But
I
today,
We
just
are 74 eps in. You think we ain't never said this?
No, like, we haven't said it first.
no, you
Yeah,
have.
we have.
Oh, I don't think I have.
Oh gosh,
Toyin,
I promise you.
she lives in another planet. I think that's what happens
Thank
with
you.
Toyin. But yeah, happy International Women's Month.
Month.
Big up the girls.
I don't know, I don't know if I knew that we had
A whole month.
A month.
Yeah,
I didn't
it used
know
to
that
just be
either.
One day.
When you said it, I was like, not now, like before. I was so
it's a month thing.
It used to be just one day, and now it's
Yeah.
like
Women's
the whole
Month.
month.
I love that for us.
Wow.
Do men have a month?
Yeah, they do.
No,
They do.
they have
Men,
a day.
they have a day. They have Father's Day.
No, it's Movember.
Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry. It's National Men's Day.
No, they actually have a Men's Day,
Oh,
but
do
it's just
they?
a day. Like
No,
no
it's-
one says month. I haven't come across. the
Okay,
month
yeah, no,
yet.
it is a day, but
When is their
Movember
month?
is like Men's Health Month.
When did you find out about this?
Movember.
Yeah.
In school and stuff,
I've
that
never
men
heard
would
about
grow
this.
their moustaches.
I've
Oh.
never heard about it.
And then you
Never
raise
heard about
money for like the different like you know how men have certain illnesses and
Yeah.
they raise money for like stuff like that,
Okay.
prostate cancer.
I never knew. I never
never
knew.
knew.
I
Yeah,
was
so men will grow
I
their
wasn't
like
aware.
One said Father's Day.
no Father's Day is
thought that was all they had.
crazy.
No, to be fair, you know what's funny? Because I was on
Father's Day
Twitter,
is
yeah.
crazy.
And then someone was like, oh yeah, so someone was like, oh, what about when's Men's International Day, whatever?
yeah.
They were like, April Fool's Day, and I said, okay then.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Crazy.
But yeah, happy
Sorry to
International
the men.
Women's Month. Have you guys felt womanly? Have
Woo.
you felt like a woman? Have you felt celebrated?
I haven't gone. You know, I've seen loads of like women's events. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't gone to any.
I haven't
Yeah,
been
yeah.
to one.
Yeah.
The month is over actually.
Yeah.
What?
March is
The
basically over.
month is over.
The
20
month
next week is the
over.
end of March,
Yeah,
basically.
Pretty much.
Basically.
We've still got like a good
a good what?
2 weeks.
Max.
Max.
Yeah, so
What is 2 weeks in these days?
we've had 2 weeks.
In the grand scheme of
What is
things.
that? We have a day left then, basically. The month is done.
Anyways,
Okay, so
you
the end
keep
of the
thinking-
year is tomorrow.
It is actually. It is, and you know, I was pondering. I said, "Wow, Tommy, August will come like this. And
Like
you don't
that.
know what you're doing for your birthday."
Oh no, here we go again.
Exactly. Thank you. So that's where it
thinking.
ended though, because I don't have money.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah,
sometimes you start the thought, you have to leave it in the air. Come back to it later.
come back to it later.
Yeah.
Boy.
But yeah. So today, I just wanted to like talk about being a woman.
Wow.
Like we're all women, right?
Just
Hallelujah.
girl.
Hallelujah. And we're all women. So yeah, we just want to talk about being women, our experiences as being women. What do we love about being women? What do we really don't like? What do we really don't
How
like?
long have we got?
How long have we
I'm joking. For the good and the bad.
You know what? I don't know. I want to start on like a positive kind of
We love
positive
that.
kind of note. But I think what's your favourite thing about being a woman? Let's start there.
Mine is why you love it.
No, why did she laugh? That was so.
My mind went blank.
I said, I
what?
like it here.
Someone needs to give me some
It's
bullet
just funny
points.
'cause I actually love being a woman.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
No, I do. Yeah,
Sometimes when I'm like, you know, time of the month kind
yeah,
of time,
that bit.
I start thinking, now maybe I should have been a man.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think about men and I'm just like, actually,
I'll stay on this
I'll
side.
stay on. I like it here. Do you know what I
I'll
mean?
stay on this
Yeah.
side.
That's yeah. Anyway, what's
I think mine.
oh, it's the fact that she's laughing before already.
I already know. It's silly.
Because it's not silly, but it's like I don't know, but I feel like just being able to give birth and like actually carry a child.
Not you mean a mother.
Do you know? Because like,
even
this is
a
such a
mother.
mother response. Like,
It's like, Courtney's really saying this?
Such a mother.
Like, don't you actually think it's crazy that you
It
can
is.
actually carry life
Yeah.
Absolutely.
inside of you,
Absolutely.
give birth to that life, and then watch that life
Grown.
disrespect you at some point in the future?
Whoa.
But,
It is.
no, because it actually
No, it
makes
does.
you think about mothers, like obviously Mother's Day being passed and whatnot. Like you don't go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like go for a lot.
They
You go for a
go
lot,
for
and
it.
it's like you signed up for this.
You signed up.
Like you said, actually, I want to
I
do
want
this.
this. Yeah.
So
And the craziest thing is that when you look at every single person, someone birthed them. Like, do you get
they
what I
came
mean?
out
Yeah.
of
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you actually were born in a like there is a record of you. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy that
yeah.
for however long
Yeah, people have been
it's just been going
popping out
on
babies.
that.
You said it's just been going on.
Yeah,
going on.
and the fact that people used back in the day, they used to do it with no
With
medical
no-
help.
with no-
Like, I'm just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Get me that gas and air and all that.
everything.
Whatever
I
you have
can
to
tell.
offer, I will take
Give me all
it.
the drugs.
Give me all of it, all of it.
Boy.
But yeah.
that's mine.
Okay.
Wow.
Toyin, do you have one?
Is she laughing?
No, because like there were so many things flashing through my brain, like so many
Should I
dumb
go?
things. No, I've got a good one now.
Okay, go for it.
I think just like the ability to be sensitive,
Wow.
but also the ability to be sensitive like in community.
Wow.
I feel like women are like so good at like being in touch with how they feel, and they're so unapologetic about how they feel. Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that when you have a safe space to do that, which friendship, especially like girl friendships, can give you, I think it's so beautiful. Like Galentine's, all these things, like they're just like, oh, it's another opportunity to see my girls, but like people actually like to have a good friendship of girls, to have like good community around you.
Yeah.
And to be able to be vulnerable in those things, it's just like, I don't know, I feel so privileged because I know a lot of men don't like
They
always
it.
have that.
They
So
don't have it. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. I think it is beautiful. And I think like women can always say, oh, like their group of friends is like, that's your like happy place. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Did she say that about?
No, but like I said, I think when you compare, and I think it's different. I feel like I don't want to generalize, but when you compare like female friends or male friends, you would see that, well, they tend to be more, what's it called? Why are you guys laughing?
She's stroking mine and I'm stroking.
They tend to be more like in tune with their emotions, kind of
Yeah.
thing. And like even men, I've spoken to men who have female friends, and they're like, they will probably go to their female friends for certain things rather than go to their male friends, and it's because
It's a different
they
perspective.
expect that kind of emotional response or that kind of more thought out response, should I say?
Yeah. Not like logical, but like,
yeah.
Compassion.
I don't know, it's so funny because I don't know, there was one time we were looking at sorry. We're looking at
You need to stop laughing before
sorry,
you speak.
we're looking at attributes for women and men.
Yeah.
when
And my own was on the men's. And I'm not even joking.
I'm not surprised.
You just said logical, and
Tommy's like, I don't get it. Like,
my own, like the things were on the
was
men,
on
like,
the men.
and I was just like, oh, so am I a man or a woman?
You're a woman.
Like God's grace. But yeah, you guys' ones were like so cute. Mine is just like, I like getting to do my hair. I like looking cute.
That part.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think men can look as cute as women because you can't do all of that. You can't put expression. Well,
Giving
if
sassy.
you want to really put an expression in your hair, you can put expression in your hair.
Yeah.
But I just feel like
they do now.
They do.
That's
They
my point.
do.
They do.
They do.
I feel like I love that aspect of being, because it's just like, which Tommy am I getting today? Honestly, because I can be. Like, I think it was the year that I went to three different countries. Within like the two or whatever.
Globetrotter.
Honestly, you know, on Instagram they'll be like, "Oh, post yourself with like 4 pictures." The 4 different pictures.
You had
within
different.
2 weeks. Yeah, I had 4 different hairstyles,
No.
and I just said,
I love that.
"Do you know what I
love
mean?"
that.
Yeah.
Standard.
I love that, and it's just like I love being able to just
Switch it up.
experiment and
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah, we can wear trousers,
It's so
skirt,
cute.
dress,
Do you know what I
short.
mean? Yeah.
We can wear
Yeah.
so many things.
I love
Men
that.
can only wear
I mean, again,
if they want to. It's true. It's
Your
true.
prerogative.
It's true.
we can't force it.
It's
We actually can't force
true.
them.
She said again.
No, again,
It's
we
so
can't force them.
true.
Yo.
But,
Times have changed.
okay.
Twice the times.
No, times have changed because they're wearing skirt now. That's why.
Yeah, fashion.
All in the name of
All in the
fashion.
name of fashion.
Okay, what is one thing you don't really like about being a woman? Then?
You know those days where like blood comes out. I think they would have to be my. Because you know what it is, yeah.
You
Tell
tell
us,
us.
girl.
No, like
Tell us. The volume really went up.
periods.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like they can make you think. They can make you question. They can make you
Guys.
the body. I don't have words. Do you get?
You know when you get the period before the period?
No.
Guys,
Peri symptoms. Is that what they call it?
no. I think it's pre
pre.
PP. I think it's the
Something like
Whatever
that.
it's called.
But no, it's real.
premenstrual syndrome.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, the other day, I thought I was having contractions.
Yeah.
Guys, I thought I was having a cryptic pregnancy.
So when I tell you guys, I feel like I'm.
Yeah, but
Thank you.
because I was in so like I woke up. It was in the middle of the night. I was having my period.
That's the
I woke
worst.
up in the middle of the night in agony, in pain. I said, God, is it that? You know, people. I'm hearing too many stories nowadays. My belly was hurting me. Went to A&E, came out with a baby. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, is that my story right now? Because honestly speaking, guys, I couldn't get back to sleep. Like I was crying. I just said, what did I do to deserve
it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I think, I stand with you.
Bottom tier.
Yeah, I stand
Bottom
with you.
tier.
That bit is bottom tier. And I feel like I think as I grow older, even before my period now, like I get so, like I'm not an emotional person, but like I catch myself being so emotional. Like I would just feel like
it's not even by
ending.
choice.
I'm just so sad. Like I'm overwhelmed. Like why?
No, it will come from nowhere. Like
And then it ends and you're back to normal. Like
literally. But
I remember in uni, us three would go through periods so differently. I feel like, do you remember?
How would we go?
So
I'm trying to remember.
I feel like me, I would be antisocial for like 2 days, maybe like 2 days, but then I would kind of just like. I would let everyone know, that I'm on my period. I'd make it very clear, very evident. But I would like have a good 2 days where I'm like out of action and that's it. Courtney, sometimes you don't even know Courtney's on her period, you know. Like some days she'll literally be, she'll wander the corridor, guys, can someone literally like get me a hot water bottle, like all of this. And then the other thing, you know, it's just like she's firm in it. She's still going to campus. I'm thinking,
because when my course didn't let me breathe. What do you mean?
Which is fair. Tommy be out of action for the from the pre-menstrual symptoms until the end day.
Tommy come out of the room.
Consistent. You would not, and one thing you will hear Tommy, whether it's in the morning or the evening, she's playing music, she's cleaning her room, she's doing something. On next period, is Tommy alive? Where is she? Her room door will be locked. Yeah, you'll see her in the kitchen. She never used to eat. She just used to fill up her hot water bottle and go back to her room. Like you would just know Tommy's on her period. Yeah. Like it was actually so real. Yeah. And when you're around other girls and your periods align, that also is something that's really not cute. Yeah. Because what do you mean? Just because I hang out with you, that means I have to be on your schedule.
You said on your schedule.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. It's not cute.
That wasn't fun.
That wasn't fun.
On top of the emotional, all that stuff, you get physical pain. Yeah. So every angle you just do.
What about you, Courtney?
I don't know what I dislike.
Wow.
I'm quite scared about that though.
Why? Why are you scared about
I don't know. I feel like there should be something I dislike. I don't know. I think maybe personally for me, probably just being too sensitive sometimes. So maybe allow logic to enter.
Allow logic to enter
sometimes.
Okay. Do you think you're too sensitive?
Yeah. I feel like I'm too, maybe not emotional. Like very emotional, like responses and stuff. So maybe sometimes allow logic to enter.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Wow. Okay.
Besides that, I don't really know.
Okay, girl.
I mean, periods aren't fun, but
yeah. See, that's the thing.
We gotta make babies, so
ciao.
That's true.
We gotta go through it, you know.
I think.
Then you get menopause. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done.
Toyin said, I feel like that's probably even worse.
It is. I've heard.
Like, you get like hot flushes.
My thing is, how can my period end and the agony is still going on then? So like,
because we're women. And
like, because the blood has stopped. That means you have to shift into another gear. Yeah. They said, no, we won't get you from the things that's leaving you. We'll get you from whatever's still inside you.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Hot flush.
But then I feel like you just, you can just be the patient for a couple of days.
Be the patient.
Yeah, like imagine
Wait, that takes us like, oh wow, I love being a woman.
I'm just a girl.
Oh, I'm just a girl.
No, but like you can just get pampered, innit? Like, why do you guys do you not want an excuse to be pampered?
But you know what? I want the pamper, but
it's over because I get hot flashes now on my period, and I can't imagine that being a daily thing.
Yeah.
When I'm in fit.
It's true. It's not even like it's like a 7-day period where you it's like all the time.
How long? No.
How long is
menopause can last for years.
You have perimenopause and you have menopause.
Yeah, it can last for years. Yeah, exactly.
You can start perimenopause like 40s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's looking for.
So to me,
would you rather your period for the rest of your life then, or you want to go through
0? Everything.
Or what?
I just don't want.
I didn't hear that.
I just want to live.
That's not a choice.
It should be. I want to campaign.
Would you actually you wouldn't mind transitioning into the menopause stage, or would you just rather just have your period for the rest of your life?
I want to campaign for nothing. I want nothing.
Tommy, you can't.
That's funny.
That's not the question.
Did you not hear the options?
Literally. I did.
You can't reject them.
Only my option.
Apparently, it only lasts for 7 years, but can be as long as 14.
So how can it only last for 7 years? I can be as long as 14.
No. Do you know what? Bleeding for the rest of your life is so ghetto. I'm so sorry. That's actually so crazy. Like, you're telling me every single month of the rest of my life. Let's say you live until you're 90. Yeah. Every single month. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But then you run out of eggs though. You're born with the amount of eggs you're ever gonna have.
Yeah, no, of course.
So by the time you get there, you'd run out of them anyways.
Sarah.
Yes.
Honestly, you know, these lot lived until...
They were no Bible characters.
But they lived until how many years?
But yeah, anyways, Sha, what I don't like...
Tommy said, I will let you know.
What I don't like... No, do you know what it is? I was going to say periods as well, because, like, you guys know I get really bad periods. But aside from that, because Tony's really said it, I think I would say cultural expectations.
Okay.
Yes. And
Ooh.
I'm a Nigerian girl. So I think that should speak for itself.
What does that mean?
That's it. I think that's my point. The cultural expectations from like the Yoruba or let's say Nigerian as a whole culture, whichever one we're going for. I think it's just I don't like it because like men just scot-free. Men just go off scot-free, and women you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to be this, you have to be this, and it's just like.
I'm tired.
I'm just a girl.
I'm tired.
I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
And like I don't think the Nigerian culture understand that. That's
you're just a girl.
Like.
You're just a
Do you know
girl.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just a girl, and so I think that's what I'd say I don't like about being a woman. I am making my own rules anyways, but but aside from that, I just feel like it's still an expectation. Like you'll still go to like family members or places and stuff, and it's just like just because you're a woman, certain things are expected of you, and I don't like that.
Like what? Example?
Oh, sorry.
Don't get her started.
Like, where do I start? I don't want to say the basics, cooking and cleaning, because whatever. Like I just feel like that's
whatever.
cooking and cleaning. But I feel like there's just certain things like expected of you, like let's say as in a household sense.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I don't know if I agree with it. Like women, I don't know. From what I see, me. So I always have to say it because like people can have different experiences.
Yeah.
So, like, I just from what I see, I just feel like women are meant to be so like, and I don't want to use the word submissive because there is a place for submission.
Yeah.
But like they're meant to just lay down and whatever happens.
Yeah.
Like not stand up for themselves and things like that. And I don't like that at all. I don't like that. So I think that is definitely one aspect.
Yeah, I mean that's not even submission. So
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a story for another day. Because if you now go and tell them,
Let's not aggravate the older gens.
That is
the older gens.
Do you know? And that's what I'm saying. I think it's the older generation. I feel like our generation are definitely trying to break barriers and things like that. But like I don't know. It's gonna take a long time for that to completely not be.
It's gonna take a couple generations.
You know what I mean?
So but I think because I think it's two parties. I think it's the men and the women. So again, the same way women are taught this is how you're supposed to be, men are taught how they're supposed to be, which is what their older what they're seeing in their households or in their families.
Yeah.
So women can try and break barriers, but the men if the men don't want to break the barrier, then it's not
like how it is.
it's not breaking.
Definitely.
If they like it how it is.
Like it definitely has to be.
They love it how it is, don't they?
Of course they do.
But yeah, so that's kind of it. But okay, so I wanted to read a Bible passage.
Wow.
You know, the one that we all know was coming. We all knew it was coming. Can you guess?
Tell us.
Was it?
I think
It starts with P.
wow.
Say so.
I think I second Psalm.
You second Psalm.
No, I'm joking. I think it's the Proverbs.
Proverbs
Proverbs.
31.
Wow. Not
Yes,
Proverbs
yes.
31.
I wonder what it says there.
It's because they quote it
all the time.
Proverbs 30. You should aspire to be a Proverbs 31 woman.
Babe.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
As you should.
quickly, who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies.
Far above what?
Rubies.
Far above what?
Rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he wouldn't have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. She also rises whilst it is yet night and provides food for her household and a portion for her maidservants. She considers a field and buys it. From her profit, she plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength.
This was a hard worker.
She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arms. She perceives that her merchandise is good and her lamp does not go out by night. There is a lot, guys.
There is a lot.
I'll read the ones that I've highlighted from here. Strength and honor are her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. Then again, we scroll down. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many daughters have done well, but you excel them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised.
She shall.
Give her the fruit of her hands and let her own works praise her in the gates. So this is who they want us to be.
No,
this
sorry.
is. So my first question for you is what does?
Do you know the verse that always gets me?
Yeah.
And me and Tatiana always laugh about this because we went through a bit of a lazy period after uni.
Yeah. What verse is it? She wakes up. She wakes up. Because what do you mean?
I said, yo.
Yeah,
we are being
well, she gets up while it's still night.
She wakes
She suffers nothing from laziness.
Yeah.
I said, wow, Tatiana, we're being lazy babes.
Yeah, honestly.
May God help
The
us.
Proverbs has enough about laziness.
No.
Sluggardness.
Sluggard.
Hey, you sluggards.
Sluggards. Yeah, so what does being a Proverbs 31 woman mean to you?
I'm so sorry.
She said, I'm so sorry.
I'm really so, because I always forget what Proverbs 31 actually says throughout. You know, like I always just go, yeah, she fears the Lord. She fears the Lord.
Yes,
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she is a worker.
She is a worker.
Do you know the things she's doing?
She's not just a girl.
She's not just a girl.
She's
a woman.
She's a woman.
She's a woman.
And then on top of this, she's birthing children.
She's a wife and a mother.
Wow.
And a worker.
She
said she wants to buy the field.
Yeah.
She goes out to sell.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
She's an entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur. Like,
what title does she not have?
She's an entrepreneur.
What title does she not have?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
I don't think guys have this.
What do you mean?
Like in the Bible. Yeah, there's Ephesians 5, but it's not really about character. Do you get? So it's really like
I think it's wider for like I don't know if there's a scripture that is like, cause this the when it says the Bible thing, it says the virtuous wife.
Yeah,
that's what. I don't know if there's like the virtuous husband. I think, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, not like the virtuous husband he does but you can pick up from the Bible, especially Ephesians 5, what
you can pick up characteristics. But I think it's not as
focused in one place.
Yeah,
like this is so highlighted.
Considering that the Proverbs is a wisdom book.
Yeah,
I think, and the fact that it's the last one of
it is
of the book. It's like I think that's where the famousness. I guess the fact that everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
So what does it mean to you, dear Ben? Because you didn't answer and you haven't answered yet. So,
I thought slide over to Toy.
What does it mean to both of you?
It means
this Proverbs 31 woman. Like, let's say if you're hearing, you hear about it all the time, but like what's the first thing that comes to mind? I think you kind of said like she's a worker. Okay.
Yeah. See,
what about you? What about you, Toy? Don't get hot.
It's hot, man. It's hot.
Do you want to keep going? Do you want to keep going while you think?
No. Yeah, she's a worker.
She is a worker.
Wait, what did you say? What
does it mean to you? Like,
what does it mean to me?
Everything. What comes to mind? Like anything you've got, babe.
I feel like verse it's so long. I keep scrolling.
I omitted some verses, so you guys should go and read.
Go and read your Bible,
please.
I can't even find it because there's just so many things. But ultimately, it says, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but women who fears the Lord is to be praised. And I think it's just that reminder of like, we can't do that in our own strength.
Wow.
Basically, like. And I think because Proverbs starts with, in Proverbs 1, verse 7, it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So it's like, okay, cool. If awe of the Lord is the beginning of knowing anything. How are we supposed to know how to do all of those things? How are we supposed to know what it means to be a wife, what it means to be a woman of noble character? Is to know Him.
Wow.
So that's like
it just points to God.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, you can say, a man can tell me, I want you to wake up in the night. Okay, but is that supposed to just happen?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's just a process of you can do things in your own strength, and maybe you can succeed and you can achieve them, but there's so much more fruit
when you do
by
it with
actually
God.
doing it with God and seeking Him first, and then all of those things will be able to just
Yeah. When you want to add something.
She says she still works though.
She still works.
She still works. I think I definitely highlight, like, she is a hard worker.
She's a hard worker.
Like, there is no way you can't tell me this woman, she is rising up at night.
She knows what she needs to do.
Yeah.
Her day is planned.
Hey.
She is diligent in doing what she needs to
You better speak it, girl.
What? Hey, Shaki, going. She knows her purpose.
She knows her purpose.
And I think that's the maddest thing. Sometimes you can lose your identity in like even people that aspire to marriage and whatnot, you can lose that identity thinking, oh yeah, like I just can't wait to be married and let my husband look after me. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. Me, that's one of my goals.
You are in the camp. You are in the camp of that.
Hey,
not the
if he says retire,
yeah.
I won't argue.
I know you won't
argue.
I know you won't.
But I think again, it's like you can always forget that you're doing life with this person, but first and foremost, you're doing it with God, and wherever God has called you to do, regardless if you're married or not, you still have to do that. So
I'm so happy you said that, because one of the questions I was going to ask you guys, because I feel like you like highlighted, like when you speak about like being a Christian woman, or you speak about things like this, is like even this says the virtuous wife. It's like, it's not like, oh, a woman, it's wife. So like I was gonna say, like, do you guys think being a Christian woman is all about being a wife?
Yes, but not in the way that we think it is.
I know where she's going. I know.
I hate you both, because no one heard anything you just said. But carry on, Chair. Carry on.
We're already wives.
Hey,
we are already wives
because He is the bridegroom. Yes.
Yeah.
It almost went over my head.
Almost.
Just a little.
That's how the Holy Spirit said. Already wives.
Wow.
Yeah.
So even this verse is like,
wow.
Yes.
She's being a revelation.
Talking about God could be talking about Him and us.
Yeah.
Like, God's children is everyone around us.
Come on. She said, wake up and pray.
God's children is actually everyone around us. Like, it's not just a matter of the children that you biologically birth, but everyone, even orphans can be your children. Like, even in the verse 20. God damn my she extends a helping hand to the poor and opens her arms to the needy. Like these are all things that are on God's heart. Yes. And I feel like the more you wouldn't know this until you know God and read your word and understand that. The Proverbs 31 wife is not just a wife to her husband, but a wife to God too. Wow.
Yep.
So we wives already. Wife. She is a wife. You were born a wife. I'm a wife. Yeah. What's your husband?
Jesus.
I'm Jesus. A wife, girl.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk to me nice. I love that. Hey. I literally love that. Wow.
Holy Spirit.
We can even end it now.
Bye guys.
Thank you for listening. I wasn't gonna.
Guys, we've done so much laughing today. I'm so sorry. Why did you say you were gonna
I can't remember, but no, absolutely.
So I know where she's going with this.
No, because as soon as she said it, I said, preach. Literally preach.
I love that. No, it's so true, because I feel like
hot.
I think that's something we do forget.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's 1 John. It's like, who loved us first? Like,
we love because He first loved us.
We can't even love man without we don't know without actually loving and knowing God. So all of that comes from a place from there to begin with. So again, it's like what? Yeah.
No. Honestly, do you know what it is? Like, you guys have actually, like, these things call us under the virtuous wife, but this is what God calls us all to do. Like, it's literally, like you said, extending the hand to the poor, like, being diligent, like, being productive, like, doing things like that, like.
And I think, do you know, sorry to cut you off, I think what's crazy is that, like, I don't know the exact time in which this was written, but if I think back to just the olden days, like, women, and you can still see it across the world, the role women have, or like the responsibility women have, or lack of responsibility and voice that women have in the world. I think in the olden days, just reminds me of when, you know, women weren't allowed in the churches, women weren't allowed to hear, even The Chosen. What a great show. If you haven't watched it and you're a Christian, watch it. But it's like, even Mary, she didn't know, like, they don't know the scriptures. The disciples were reciting the prophecies. They weren't taught. Some might have not even known how to read or write. So, like, it was almost like, even with that disadvantage, or like, it's like, we're still called to such a high standard. And I think I saw a TikTok where I love Christian TikTok, it's so funny, but like, this girl was like, we need to stop saying that we're just girls, we are women of God. Like, and she was just listing off all of these attributes of us.
I'm still just a girl.
I'm a girl of God.
I'm a girl of God.
I'm just a girl of God.
But she was like listing off all of these attributes.
I understand.
And she was just basically, and I think it
because I get it, but like, you see something, I'll hear that and I'll just scroll. I'll just scroll out of here.
What do you mean? It's not my season yet.
What do you mean yet?
Girl.
Bye. You
Nah, carry on, please.
It was too silly. It's the fact that I need something, I'm just gonna.
No, because you know what? I think I even came across a video and I scrolled because I hear it. No, I understand. I feel like sometimes people do take "I'm just a girl" to like
seriously,
a different level. Like, I'm just a girl by the grace of God. There's a lot of dots that I'm just a girl, but I'm just a girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, God is, He is still my strength and my shield. However, I am just a girl. I am
just a girl of God.
Just a girl of God. I am just a girl of God. Really, that's actually it. So yeah, but no, carry on.
But yeah, no, literally just that. Yeah. Like how, it's just the highest standard. And again, like even, you know, men have incredible roles. And even back in the day, they had they did what they needed to do. But she still has a role. Do you get what I mean? Like, she still has things to do, and in the eyes of some, it may not look like much, but it's not just meant to be in the eyes of some that will like, do you get what I mean? Give it value, give it worth. It's like, if this is, like Connie said, if this is what God is calling you to do, if this is if you're displaying all of the things that He's calling us to display, and from that place of knowing Him and knowing His heart, you're acting in that. That's your role.
Yeah, that's your role. That is your role.
So it's like,
I love that. That is your role. Wow.
That is your role.
No, because like, I genuinely
but the working stuff is crazy.
No, it is, and that's my thing. I feel like, honestly, like, there's so much, and it's just back to if you think you're doing it by yourself, because you can read this and be so overwhelmed, because what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you know? Do you know what it means? Like, what? Willingly works with her hand. She's like the merchant ships. She also rises while it is yet night, provides food. She even adds a portion for the maidservant as well. So kind. You know what I mean? And it's like, you think of all this and you're just like, wow, this is a lot. And I feel like you can get overwhelmed, but it's, again, remembering who is going to help you do it. Like, you're not doing it by yourself. God never calls us to something without knowing that we can do it, or knowing that we will do it, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, He hasn't written this for fun. Like, He knows that all of us have it in us. It's just more, are we going to unlock the power?
Where is it?
Do you know what I mean?
Where is it?
Let me search. It's deep.
Let me search.
But the more you get closer, it's going to keep coming up. Do you know what I mean? And that's actually it. So like, it's a lot there. It is a lot. And I think it's so interesting that, like, okay, everyone knows about Proverbs 31, but like, I think the verse that Toyin said, charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. I just think it's interesting that it's always highlighted.
But beauty's nice. Like,
I want to find the other version.
Damn.
Yeah, because why is that verse? Why do you think that verse is always highlighted?
I feel like God knew that, you know, that like one day we might just, because vanity is a real thing. Vanity is real.
Sure.
Like, it's so, and I think what you were saying before, why you like being a woman.
Yeah.
If you're not guided by God, you can easily rely on those things too much.
Absolutely.
And I feel like,
especially with culture.
Bro. Absolutely. And I think at some points, I definitely, I think I was just like the other week when I was just like, like, me not having money, God has really like shown me like, listen, it's actually okay. However you look, I still love you the same. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually fine, because you can start focusing on things like that.
I think at one point I told God, nah, man, like, I need to do my hair. I'm so sorry. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Literally. Another season, bro.
Literally, like it's a lot. It can get a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess the reminder is nice, but yeah. Wow,
it's very
beauty is
easy.
passing though.
Beauty, because that's the thing. If you marry someone and God, this is what I say, God forbid, but they get hit by a bus or something, and all of a sudden don't laugh.
That's so like dramatic.
No, but I'm saying, what if in it, okay, and they get hit by a bus and like, or like they get acid thrown on them, or like. Give me something. Their nose gets chopped off. Happens. You know, something drastic happens, and their looks change. Yeah. Would you not love them?
You have to.
No, you have to. I'm asking.
No, you will. Sorry, you will. No,
not that have to.
The have to was like
that was so strong.
Yeah, you must. You
must.
Should.
But where we know you,
we're hearing the same word. We're hearing the same intention.
I'm saying you will. Synonyms. Do you know what I mean? You will.
By force.
It's not by force. You should. Okay, is it you should?
You should.
And whichever English word it is, because you guys know it's not my first language. Anyways.
But so I'm saying you should still, you know, love them and want to be with them.
Absolutely. And I think it's so funny because, again, this day and age where like people's looks are like esteemed over their characters and things like that. It's like, oh, if I don't find you, I'm not gonna. And it's like there is a place for, you know, attraction. That's not the conversation we're trying to have right now. Please, you guys should go and argue on Twitter. However, like you can't make it the be all or end all. Like it's just not. You just can't, like, because it is passing, and this. It's saying it for the wives, but it's for the men as well. You're gonna go bold, probably. Do you know what I mean? No, probably.
Some have already started.
Hey,
that's not what we were talking about.
Wait,
I'm talking about passing that shit.
Sorry.
Thank you. Can I carry on?
But it can start young, you know.
My point is, beauty is passing. Like it actually is. Like, I didn't just say it for fun. Like we're not gonna look this young and fresh forever. Obviously, you pray that you look cute. You still look cute. Yeah. But young and hip, young and happening. I don't know. It's not always gonna be that way. So like, you need to have other things to show for. Like honestly, and I think that's why like your character should always be something you work on with God, because only He can refine it and make it what it needs to be. Because if you focus on the outward alone, when now there's no money,
good luck.
How would the maintenance be maintaining?
Wow,
you know what I mean? Did you say wow?
I had to stretch hairstyles. 2 more weeks.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's actually a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it is.
I think it's also. I think it's like. It's the caring about the beauty and, you know, placing too much value on it and being vain. But it's like when you wrap that in your identity of like, I'm liked, or I'm popular, or I'm known because of my looks. And I don't know, like social media and all of that stuff just makes it bigger. But I think that's also another element of it, because it's like, I think people used to say like, I can't go to school without makeup. I can't do this. Yeah. You're now like putting parameters, like you're now, it's become a hindrance of like you actually
doing day-to-day,
accepting who you are. I never forget my friend. He always used to say, when my nails weren't done, and it was a joke. He was just, why'd you have your birth nails?
Wow.
You want to just let your birth nails be out? Wow. I was like, wait.
Birth nails.
The nails you were born
My
with.
bare nails. The ones that I came out the womb with. And I remember being like, I actually don't it's not everyday nails. Do you know what I mean? Maybe, whether I have the money or not, it actually might not be practical for whatever reason. Obviously, I like getting my nails done. But like, I think it was just a time where I was just like, there's too many things to be doing. I have too many essays to be typing. Like, I can't get them done right now. But then it was just so funny how like, that's just like, it's not even deep. But for some, they can take it as, oh. And I think that's the thing, is that you can't control how people are going to take things. You can't presume that, you know, even as ourselves, that, okay, going down this route and focusing a lot on this, I can, you know, it won't be me that will get consumed of caring about how I look. It will only be later down the line when you're like, wait, actually, I don't feel a bit comfortable going out without makeup anymore. Actually, you know, I have to get this done. I have to do this. And I think that's, it's kind of like,
I think that's the thing people forget, that it doesn't affect the other people.
What do you mean?
Like, Toyin saying, oh, I have to get my makeup done. Like, this is only gonna bother you. The person that made the comment, or the people that are liking, or what, they are going about their day. Like, they're going about their day. It doesn't affect them.
And I think, and again, on the opposite side, I think it's like, it doesn't help when people are like, like, it's almost like picking and choosing. It's like a spectrum of, like full face of makeup or bare face. It's like, I like the full face. I like the bare face. It's like, people just have preferences. Do you get what I mean? People have their preferences. If you don't like to wear makeup and you just like a real soft glam, even less than soft glam, even just mascara and tinted moisturizer, or if you like a little bit of soft glam, or if you like the heavy, it's your preference.
Do your thing and be about your business.
But again, I think it's just always checking in, like, what's my motives behind this? It's like, where you're going, what's my motives for wanting to go here? It's like, what am I doing? Like, who sent me? Who called? Like, you know, why do I feel like I can't? I think it's just, again, self-awareness.
Wow.
And then I think you just get your answer, like, because I think it's like, we all know, I think maybe we don't realize, because we're still in this young age of life, that beauty will go, like, we're gonna get old, we're gonna change, you know. When I was looking at, sorry, this is so random, the queens, the pictures of the queen, even in The Crown, I said, Lizzie looked like this when she was young. No way.
What? Pretty, gorgeous. She was actually. I said, nah, she was pretty.
Actually
she was. I said, wait. I've always known you as grey. I've always known you grey. But you have brown hair. Like, it's even things like that. Prince Philip as well.
That's my point.
When you see people in those ages, it's like, there's just a natural progression of life. There's a natural progression of how things are. But again, it's like the relationships that you make when you're young, or the marriages you get, or whatever it may be, if it's based on those things that are fleeting, the things that aren't lasting, they're not strong, they're not firm. when it gets down to like, what's gonna keep it together? Do you get? If it's like, we're just a beautiful looking couple, everyone said we should get together because we complement each other well. Okay, so what does that even mean?
Let that
in 40 years? Do you get? What does that even mean? Like,
listen,
and I think even just understanding that as a woman, like, when you have children, even if you don't have children, as you grow older, things change. Like, even I think on Instagram, there was one girl, she had recently had a baby, and she was saying about the postpartum hair loss. It's like, our body just reacts. You get? Like,
so many.
Who knows what you're gonna get? Who knows what you're gonna get? So it's like, it's like things can just happen. But when it's deeper than that, whether it, for what, you know, I'm just talking like relational love, but like, in general, when there's actually depth to it, it doesn't matter. Like, you get run over, it doesn't matter. You won't ever have to tell that person you have to you have to fall in love with them again. You will just love them regardless, like, because love isn't based on outward appearances. Like, literally, if the Lord won't judge us on it, how can we now?
Listen, God doesn't love us because you're tall, because you're skinny, or because you're this, because you have figure 8.
Do you
God
know,
doesn't look at any of that.
Video I saw on TikTok? Yeah. Someone was like, I think they had like an epiphany or something, like, right, what would we look like in heaven? Like, would we still like,
oh no,
hair or things like that?
What were we there?
And I was like, this is so interesting.
It
What
is.
would we look like?
Yeah.
Do you
I
get?
think the only thing that like is certain is that we won't look at how we look now.
Yeah.
But then like what
will we look like?
Child.
That's crazy.
Yeah, heaven does things differently, man.
Oh,
When you hear about the angels,
They live different up there.
doesn't
I
it just?
bet.
They live different up
But,
there.
how do we get from the angels in the Bible to the angels that kids are joining in school? How do we get there?
No, honestly.
Oh, I'm just gonna have wings and be white.
Them angels. When I saw that picture of what they imagined,
the bare eyes the one with like those eyes. Yeah.
when what they imagined, I think Angel Gabriel to look like. I said,
what do you mean?
and he told Mary not to
do
fear.
not fear. I would run. Like, I am running.
But
it's just
me. I shouldn't fear.
Have you seen you?
Today I will become fear. Are you joking me?
I think when I saw that picture, then people were now like remembering the scriptures.
Yes,
do not fear, do not fear. I was like, this makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Why-
it makes
why they-
sense.
you know they always say that the only scripture that's in the Bible 365 times is do not fear.
Yeah.
One for every day. That's what they always say. There has to be one for every day because
What?
you'll be seeing things like that. We seen a fire, a bush burning out of
talking to
nowhere,
you.
and I shouldn't be scared. Oh, I'm gonna be shaking.
They will lock you up. You actually said that I talked to a burning
I'm gonna
bush
be
in
shaking.
today's society.
Yeah.
I think you're mad.
Yeah, but about today's society, another thing I was going to ask you guys. You know, I told you I was going to ask you like, so many questions. I think I'm coming scared.
Yeah, hallelujah.
But
We need to ask you, Tommy.
I've answered every single one. I don't know what that issue is. So ask me if you want. If you have a question to ask me, go for it.
I'll just ask you back.
Okay. What do you think is the most difficult thing about being a Christian woman in today's society? I was reminded when Courtney said today's society, because I think again there's just a lot of noise. I think that's how I'd put it.
So much.
There's so much noise from.
Nah, if you guys can see what Tony's doing.
You
always start doing inaudible things that they can't hit.
Do you know what it is?
And then I always hear me and Tommy laughing. And then
like, Tommy, what are you
people
doing?
wondering
No,
why
but-
we laugh so much. But if they could see the things Toyin does.
Sorry, can I just say, you know when BBM and Tumblr was a thing, I'll never forget, there was this Tumblr picture and they had the emphasis like, headphones on, well out. You know I used to use that all the time.
I actually think
I used to use that all the time. What did I think what was I going
Headphones
through?
on, well
There's just so
out.
many questions like, I wish I had a camera on my head so I could see what life was like back
going
then.
on,
Because I just a different world.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you seen that? Do you remember the picture?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was a Tumblr girl there.
Headphones
Through and
through, man.
Through and through.
Those memes,
I was a
hey.
playground girl.
Oh, sorry. I was out with the boys playing. That's what she said. She was out with the lads
Yeah,
playing.
you can do both.
No, I just said I was a playground girl.
Get you a guy that can
I
do
don't know
both.
why you heard what you heard.
Because that's what you're saying to
No.
me.
I
Anyways,
just slapping my hand at that.
what would you say is the most difficult thing about
What would
being...
you say?
It's so annoying.
I think you should go first.
No, it's... Okay, I will go first. Like I said, there was...
Hey, why are you?
No,
Why are you folding?
I don't know. I don't have the capacity. There are
Let her
people
go
who are- there are
first.
people who
She
are
hasn't
waiting
gone
for the response.
first.
You know what I mean? We gotta give the people what the people want. I would say there was a lot of noise, and like, again, I think we spoke about it sometime. I can't say last time. Sometimes. But like, actually trying to like be still and filter out, okay, God is leading me this way, God is leading me that way, because I think so many things are fighting for our attentions like nowadays, and it's like, it can start off so innocent to you, but if you're not like in your word or like walking with Christ, you won't know that might not even, that isn't where you're meant to go, kind of thing. So I think it's genuinely trying to stay on top of all of the noise, trying not to be vain, trying to be kind, trying to give, trying to be a hard worker, trying amidst the world saying, oh, this is how it should be, or you should look like this, or you should be like, it's just, there's just so much. And it's like trying to keep God at the center of it. I think that's what I'd say is the most
It's so much. Because even you saying that Moses Bliss and his wife Marie, people were crying that she had her natural hair,
that she was not wearing that much makeup.
That much makeup.
Oh, listen,
they were crying. Yeah. They were saying, "Is this a bride? Or we know you're why are you?" I'm thinking, yo, like if this how she wants. And the thing is, she looked so beautiful.
She is stunning,
so beautiful.
Like,
and I'm like, what? Like, wait,
how did we get here?
If she was wearing layers and layers of makeup, they would have still cried.
Oh, they're not saying, but you're this person's wife,
you're woman of God. How can you do? Thank you. Your husband is ministering.
Yeah. Like, absolutely. That's my point. It just can't like just opinions that you didn't even ask for. Just be literally thrown everywhere just because you're a woman. Like I feel like and that's what I said at the start. Like because you're a woman, there's just something in people's minds that they think they can just speak. They can say what they want. You put on weight. Oh, you're getting. Why do you have to open your mouth?
Have you opened your mouth?
Like, do you have to tell? Like, do you know? I just feel like there's a lot going on, and I think that's like trying to remain what God has called me to be in the midst of it is a lot.
Against the stereotypes. Yeah, if needs be.
Boy, what was the question?
Honestly,
the question was, what do you find difficult about being a woman? Being a Christian woman in
being a Christian
society? Because we are Christian women, right?
God's
grace.
Sorry, I zoned out. I'm so sorry.
I think what's difficult is probably you've already said noise, so I don't want to say that. But that is probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
It's hard to think.
It is hard.
Being a Christian woman in today's society, what is tough? I feel like maybe showing compassion, because I feel like despite all the noise and this person said this and all that, like I feel like nowadays it's harder to extend grace than before. Yeah. Because, God forgive me, there's just so much silliness out there. No, there really is so much silliness out there that like if you're not careful, and I think this goes back to what I was saying before, like you can easily just give up on things or give up on people when just not even a Christian woman, but just when naturally as a Christian, God hasn't called you to do that. Yeah. So I feel like nowadays, actually caring is hard. Like it's actually tough. Because like you said, sometimes you just want to just flick yourself.
Sometimes you just want to relax and be free.
Just breathe. Like,
that's it.
But you still have to care. And I think still caring... Obviously, you're doing it with the right motives. You know you're doing it with the right motives. But, like, I think blocking out whatever people are saying or however people are receiving how you're doing something. Because you could have someone that's, like, very diligent in... Give me something.
Ciao.
Give me something.
Creative.
Diligent in work?
No, like in doing what God has called them to do, but I want like a specific thing.
Prophetess.
Nah, something more like
okay. Doing like a content creator.
Yeah, you can have someone that's like, you know, they're a content creator and they're creating content for the kingdom. But like, I think they may be receiving judgment in a certain way. and then you now see all these comments back. I think comment sections need to but they're so funny though. Like,
they are quite.
They are.
Sometimes
they're needed.
So funny though.
Sometimes they're needed.
But like even just seeing that, and it's like just knowing. Why's my mind got blank?
No, it's coming back.
It's gonna come back.
It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back.
It's coming back.
You say it's coming back.
Spirit, come back.
Guys, I don't think it's coming back.
It is
coming back. Sure. I feel like it's gonna be such a good.
Yeah,
point.
you were just like reaching, and we were like holding our breath.
Toying. Girl, bye.
Like, this girl isn't real. She is so not real.
It's coming back.
No? Okay.
You were talking about content creating for the kingdom.
Toying ain't gonna help.
Okay.
When it comes back, I'll say it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
You? What is
Question.
difficult about being a Christian woman in today's society?
Oh, you guys have said some good points. What is difficult? I actually had someone, they also left my head too. So
Standard.
let's
No
just
one's-
have a think. What's difficult?
No, actually, I'll say it has to come back.
It will. It will. Don't hit your head with your phone.
Twin.
Things that are difficult.
Is everything okay? Because
Is that I'm reciting the question back?
yes.
Yeah.
But why aren't you've heard the question like 3 times now?
4 actually, I'm sure.
Okay. Wow. Cool. I think in some aspects, like I think it's similar to what Courtney was saying, but like actually being bold. Okay, it's not similar because you were talking about compassion.
We were talking about compassion. I hope that's jogging in your mind.
Yeah. So I scrapped that. But like actually being bold because I think like there can be so many other stereotypes that society places on women, but I feel like when a woman is bold, and I remember I can't remember who, but there was just talk around like, oh, like she's a worship leader, and it's like, the man who has to marry her, they have to be so serious, they have to be all of this, what, because she's walking in her calling, because she's just bold and unapologetic for Christ. Like that's just the stand. Do you get what I mean? Like that's how we should all be.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that men should fear that as like and be like afraid of that, but it's also like women shouldn't be scared to actually be that, to actually be like so unapologetic and bold and kind of like express their worship or however they want to for God because of how men might perceive. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So it's just like just being so like again, people pray differently. If you want to pray loud, just whatever you're doing it, just doing it with boldness, like actually just like knowing who you are and doing that basically. And I feel like regardless of husband prospects, regardless of all of these other things that you might want, it's just like
regardless of husband prospects.
So it's almost like just tainting bringing yourself down so that you're just seen as normal. Or like, do you get what I mean? I don't know how to describe it.
I think
it's compromise.
It's not even like I think as a Christian in general, I think in the society, and even as a Christian woman, remembering that you have a higher calling, like there's a standard.
So I think
there's a standard that we have to meet, and I think that is actually it. Like being bold about it, like not shying away. Is he gonna think I'm this? Is he gonna? No, you don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Like honestly, and I hate to like say even him. Like just don't worry about them, because some women is your problem. Their problem isn't just the male counterpart. It's like the world in general. So,
all of those things. Yeah, so I think that as well, and I think comparison is a big one.
It is. People joy.
Yeah, I think. I don't know, women follow a lot of other women, social media, content creators, even just like role models. Like, I was having this conversation earlier this week just about like women role models, and like, it's just so important. Yeah. And I think when you also maybe lack some, I think it's also, where do you look then? You know, like where do you look? Where are you getting that example from?
Yeah. Literally.
So I think like to not compare and to kind of I think my main point was just not comparing, but yeah, to actually kind of get that mentoring, get that role model, and then in the future, like, just build ourselves up with the Lord's help to be role models as well. Yes. Because then at least what you're not that we should compare, but like you're seeing how just the standard of how things are supposed to be.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. I don't know if that made sense, but did it come back?
Do you remember your point on compassion? You were talking about compassion. Think about it. you were talking about.
So I'm gonna tell you your point.
Literally, compassion.
Do something with it.
I think no. So where you stopped and went into the example was basically saying that, like, cool, people, there's noise, people are doing this, whatever, and like you might not like agree or like everything, but you still have to remember to be compassionate to them. And I think that you started
show grace.
You started talking about
my example.
The example, but forget the example. That's what made you forget. Back to the point of being compassionate.
What makes it hard?
Yeah.
Yes, because I feel like it's hard to always stay sensitive to the things around you, and I think especially when you're a woman, like, everyone thinks that should be natural and that should be switched on 24/7. But emphasis on the human, like, we're not God. And I feel like sometimes, even as a Christian woman, like, the standard from even other Christians, the standard that you're called to be at is almost like a godlike level. And I feel like that needs to be, we all need to, you know,
it needs to be great.
You know, we all need to, we all know what we need to do. Yeah. But I think, there's a lack of grace. Even like women with other women, there's a lack of grace to be like, actually, this person at the end of the day is human, woman of God, woman first. Like, they're just a normal person. So I think nowadays we are not very compassionate and not very forgiving or show grace, especially when someone's in like the limelight. I think that's where the content creating was coming from. Definitely. And then you see them doing something like, because even me, I nearly did it the other day. Like, it was a worship babe, and then she was dressed a certain way, and I was like, I said, actually. Everyone's journey is different, you know. Like, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's season is different. God will tackle what it needs to tackle at some point. God, this is in your hand, and I kept it moving because I had to catch myself because I really started turning my head.
I love that you
actually, and I was like, wait a minute.
Hold up.
So and I think it's because we don't. We need to have focus. We need to go back to actually knowing what our purpose is and have focus, because if you are focused on that, I promise you, you will not have the time to even face. You will even be so tired from doing what you're doing that all you'd want to do is go to bed at night. Just absolutely start the day again, because
we won't be doing this on TikTok.
No, we don't have focus. We don't have, like, we're lost.
Absolutely. If
lost.
we're being
for real, we're
if
lost.
We're being frank,
we need to find our way because if you don't find your way,
ciao.
We don't want to.
Point blank period.
Sorry. Literally though.
No, that was a good point. I'm so happy you remembered.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Thank the Lord.
Wow. Yes,
thanks gonna go like
Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you. But I think all in all, that is to say, you know, being a woman is lovely. Being a Christian woman is even better. Let me tell you,
it's an honor
of the Most High,
of the King.
Don't play with us.
Don't play with her.
Don't play with her.
Because
God don't play with his daughters, you know.
I am not one to be played with.
Yeah. Do you know who my father is?
I get back in this. I tell you.
Yeah, we have to say now. Just go on your knees and praise, alright?
Honestly, I think I was gonna ask again. So what are the things you love about being a Christian in the society? And I think it's just like,
do you know my father?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, being able to tell people about God, like, and I always thank God for this podcast. Like, even though we're wishy-washy.
Oh, we're wishy-washy though.
We've
been better. This time we've been better, but at best
we're trying really hard.
And you know what? It's only because I can talk about God, and this is what people came here to hear. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can actually tell people about Him. Like, when I'm like, people come up to me about the podcast, and I'm just like, wow,
you listen,
and like, God will touch you in the way that He wants to touch you. And I think that's what I like about being a Christian woman. Like, just even on the street, just having conversations about God, like, it just makes you happy.
Yeah,
it makes you so happy.
Yeah,
because you go at it from a place of understanding, like, and like knowledge of God. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. What do you guys love? Anything more to add?
We are so what's the word? This is one of your favorite words.
Oh
actually.
my gosh, what's one of my favorite words?
Can you guess?
Intentional.
No.
That's Toy's
That's
favorite word. She set up for that word.
I need to eat that word myself.
What's my favorite word?
I'm just praying I pronounce it properly.
Oh, bye.
You got it.
I got it. English is not my first language. Yes, English.
Oh.
It's heavy English. Sounds heavy English.
Type it.
No, type it. We are so... No, it's... my heart.
What's going on?
Because can you be real?
No, we're so multifaceted.
Oh, multifaceted. Yes.
You know that word.
Is that my favorite word? Maybe.
It's one of. Yeah, it's for sure.
One of.
I have a vast dictionary.
The one that's missing her.
Crazy.
But yeah, I feel like there's so many layers. There's so many areas to us, and it's like we are forever changing, forever growing.
By God's grace alone.
By God's grace.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful to watch.
It's a sight to behold.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Because
we go.
develop.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
They say, here we go.
No, because
She thought it was ending. She came back.
you know when you're like, you're half asleep, you're like, whoa. No.
We develop
Tell
from
them.
like babies
Okay.
to young adults.
Oh, so we're going through the second
Yeah,
No, but like if you actually
I bet.
deep, like everyone goes through puberty. Do you guys know we have a second puberty?
Yes.
Yeah, have you guys hit yours?
I don't think so.
I've
What's
hit
my
mine.
second puberty?
You go
Like
through a
25
second puberty,
plus.
yeah.
25 plus. I think I'm going
Mine
through it
came
right
early.
now.
Some people.
I went
but it's like around
23,
that.
yeah.
I think I'm
around
going
that.
through it.
We go through
What's
a
the
second
symptoms?
puberty.
It's
It's just whatever
more
happened
body
puberty
changes,
first time.
yeah.
It goes, your body changes again.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Like our body changes. You develop breasts, you develop bum, hips. Your period comes in. Like the men don't have this.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But
like
they have different version, but yeah.
not like us, though, twin.
Sorry. Women's only gang. Sorry. I won't do it again.
That's the woman's mouth.
Won't do it again.
What's going on? We don't care about it. We're not right now.
Sorry, men smell. They smell. Got it wrong.
Nah.
We love the men.
Shout out to all the men.
We love the men.
Shout out to all the men.
Oh,
but this is not about you. Next time, it's International Men's Month.
In November. We'll come back and
we'll come back in November.
We'll see if we're still.
We'll get a man.
We're still around then.
We'll get a man to come.
We'll see if we're still about.
Oh, God.
You take a hiatus.
Tony said she's going to get married. That's why she's not going to be here. Boy, why you say we're still about? Where are we going?
Might take a hiatus for November.
No. No hiatus. No more.
I can either comment.
By God's grace. What's it called?
No comment.
Do you want to
But
carry on?
just how we develop and grow. Not like.
Why is she laughing?
I don't know.
She said as if we're still around.
No, like
She was going somewhere.
break.
Boy. But yeah, nah. That's it.
Okay. Toyin, anything you dearly love, you want to add?
Well,
Give me.
no.
Give me more.
Huh?
I was about to start timing you.
I'm giving you 1 minute.
Test me, time me then. I'm joking. Let me not push these guys' buttons. I think again, community. Like, I just love my girls, you know. I really do.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I wouldn't even speak about the other gender. Like, I just love my girls so much.
Just mentioned not speaking. You didn't have to mention it to him.
No, but like,
on.
okay. Anyway,
No, I do go.
I love it
Christian,
because
like, sisterhood is beautiful. But
this is the
yeah.
thing. Like, women in community in
We are
Christ,
soldiers.
I think it's just so beautiful. Yeah, and again, I think it's having that safe space, like I was talking about before. But imagine putting prayer in the middle of that. Imagine putting, you know, reading the word together, digesting together, like seeing your friends like walk in their callings, like achieve heights, and just watching God move in their lives. Like, I don't know, there's just something that builds faith. Like, it's just crazy. So I think just having godly friendships and godly girlfriends is like, yeah, I think that's amazing, because it's just what we do, you know. We just love a good chat.
We
chat about Jesus. It's like, woo, times 10.
You said, woo.
And again, I think there's just that sensitive side where it's like, there's both sides. Like, there's the compassionate side, but there's also the side where it's like, like,
Okay, pattern up.
do you get it? There's both sides. So I think the way, I don't know, when I think about a girl, it's like, we just love, sometimes you just want to rant about your life. Sometimes you just want to, like, oh my days, and this happened today and this happened today. And it's like, I don't know, there's just, it's all communication. Basically, I just think we're better communicators, ultimately. And I think that it's through communication and it's through conversation and just words that so much can happen. Like, again, you can build their faith, or again, you can share a word, or again, you can pick up on something they're even saying. Like, I think, Courtney, you touched on that earlier, like, being sensitive to like your surrounding. Yeah, don't look at me like that.
I just said I did. I was trying to record it. I said it.
Okay.
Why is she on side to me?
Both of you are hilarious.
We're still holding hands. See, like, we're
Wow.
the love is there.
Sensitivity.
Yeah, it says that you can pick up on those things. Or even if you don't pick up on it, they can pick up on it.
I think that's good. They can pick up
yeah,
on things. For sure.
there's strength in numbers.
There is.
And on that note, there's the 3 of us. That's the 3 of us.
No,
Woo.
honestly.
I think she was waiting for us to do the woo.
Oh, woo! We thank God that we are women.
What did Toyin drink today? Because she's actually on smoke.
What did she do?
The way she looked at us.
Any closing words for our listeners? This was so long. We hope you guys enjoyed us talking about being women, because like,
go women.
Is that the closing statement? Go women.
Thank God that I'm a woman.
Wow.
I am just a girl
She's gonna list up all the
in
phrases.
God, in Christ. Jesus.
I'm a girl in
Woman
Christ.
of
No.
God.
Yeah.
I'm a girl
Woman
in
of God. Rise up.
Why? Okay,
it's actually bedtime. It's bedtime.
Okay,
Because you know I've got to be the one who wakes up in the middle of the night
no, Toyin, please.
and gets the feed.
She's talking about the Proverbs 31.
Bedtime.
Guys, this has been amazing.
Oh my days.
Catch us on
Next
what is
week,
it?
next time.
Spotify,
Apple or the pod.
Just catch us.
I don't know, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah. Catch us on all of them. This has been what episode? Courtney, you said we should say every episode.
Episode 75.
Episode 75.
Woo! That is.
Thank God. And that's
Is there
us
anything
out.
special about 75? No.
And I was trying to think, you know.
It's like 3/4 of a century.
I could
Yeah.
not tell you.
So
Maths
it's like-
is not my strong suit.
3/4 of a century.
Wow.
75%.
75%. That's the first.
Per.
We're in our first
Is it?
era.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I
In
thought 80
some,
was
some unis.
Alright.
In our first era.
What's Loughborough?
I think
Yeah.
75 was the first, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought
in
Loughborough would have
Sussex
been
it's
80.
like so much higher. It's
Really?
ridiculous, yeah. Anyways, we thank God.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Peace. Because we're girls, we like to do this.
Oh, bye.